Hi, I'm Jason Garfield, World Champion Master Juggler. I have developed this third video in the Juggling Master series to show you all the wonderful ways you can spread the joy of juggling around the world. Now that you've mastered your skills from Juggling Master 2000 and Juggling Master 2, it's time to take those skills and think about how to present them in front of people. This is important for any number of reasons, mainly the first. Because without the first reason, you can't have the second reason, and so on and so forth. Together with my trusty sidekick, Professor Flatulence, we're going to take you step by step into the wonderful world of the art of performance. You know, the audience would become bored if you forced them to watch the same section of the stage for too long. So it's important to move around every 2 to 3 seconds so as not to seem redundant. And remember to smile at the end of each routine to let the audience know that, hey, you're having fun too. You know, the more applause points you create, the better. Sure, in competition, I would allot more points for an uninterrupted routine, but for the general public, they don't know very much about juggling, so it's important to stop to let them know when to clap. They'll clap anytime you stop. Even when you drop, they think when you stop, it's time to clap. Hey, you're done, it's time for me to do something now. So I'm gonna bang my hands together like the aborigine that I am and make noise so that they know, ooh, I like what they're doing. The first one is called the "You're Under Arrest," standing with your arms straight up, as if to say, arrest me, I've done something bad. The second one is called the Gladiator, standing with one arm up and one arm behind your back as if to say, I've conquered the routine, now give me some raw meat. This one's called the Gay Cheerleader, one arm up and one arm out to the side, as if to say, go team go, we just got the trick. Go team go, we just got the trick. This one is a variation of You're Under Arrest, only this one's called You're Under Arrest and Cuff 'em. Finger pointing is a very effective way of communicating a message from the stage. It singles out a member of the audience and lets them know that, hey, that one was for you. It could also communicate the message that that person in the audience that the performer pointed at knows the performer and talked to him before the show and said, you're going to mess up on that trick that he just pulled off, and now he's pointing at that person in the audience that knows the performer that he talked to before the show that said, you're going to mess up on that trick that he just pulled off, to say, there, you said I was going to mess up on that trick and I got it. Probably the most important thing you can do with your face on stage is smile, because you definitely wouldn't want to eat on stage. Well, unless it was with an apple. No, but seriously, we'll talk about that later. Now there's a few basic smiles you're going to want to master, and then you can branch out into your own. The most basic smile is the I'm happy about everything, especially about performing for you. This smile goes great with 3 club back crosses. The next smile is the smile nose wrinkle that tells the audience that you just did something cute. To execute this move, perform the same smile as before and then follow it with a crinkling of the nose. This is what it looks like. The third smile accomplishes the same effect as the second, yet adds variety to the manner in which you deliver the same message. This one is called the Smile Eyebrow Shrug. The fourth is a combination of the first, second, and third, which is an advanced but effective move. This smile is called the Eyebrow Shrug Nose Crinkle Combo. Save this move for an overly cute move or sight gag. The Eyebrow Shrug Nose Crinkle combo can be supersized by adding this move at the end. The facial expression sequencing is very important. When your eyebrows go up, when they go down, and how that parallels your other facial feature animation as well as your body movement and in conjunction with it. So be careful and stretch out your groin muscle before attempting any of these moves. This move is called the yo-yo. People will laugh with glee at this sight gag which says to the audience, I'm trying to fool you, but not really. This move is great for those $25 birthday party shows. Kids will frolic about when you turn your eyes and mouth into pink balls. This move is another great one for birthday parties. Make sure you act confused as if to say, what the heck is going on here? Confound it! Anytime you can put balls on your face or head, it's a guaranteed crowd pleaser. Make sure you cross-debabbilize your facial feature animation by dissecting the square root of pi and then quantizing your eye socket circumference divided by the radius of your mouth multiplied by a factor of 2/2 of 1 added together to determine the best facial expression for this move. I'd recommend using a mirror. The most popular move among 3-ball jugglers is this trick, called Mills Mess. If you want to perform this trick the way it was first done, use this reenactment as a guide. Hey, calm down. It's okay. Sometimes that happens. Come here. It's okay. You know, sometimes when your practice isn't going right and you're just getting frustrated and you don't know what to do, that's when it's time to take a little break, have some juicy juice, and then get back to it. Break the trick down to its easiest version so that you can do something that you're familiar with, and then slowly build the trick back up to the level you're working on, and then everything should be A-okay.
Ow! I hate my life, I hate all of you!
By far, an audience's most favorite thing to see a juggler do is juggle and eat an apple at the same time. This trick is considered to be more difficult than a 9-ball quintuplet pirouette or 7-club back crosses. Now there's a couple of things to consider when purchasing your apples for juggling consumption. Oh hey, you know, the most popular apple is the Golden Delicious. You know, a lot of people associate the color red with apples, but apples can also be green. Heck, if you wait long enough, they can even be black, with fuzz on it. But the Golden Delicious apple has a very pleasing size that fits any hand, and it's got a very audible sound when you bite into it that tells the audience, yeah, this is a real apple. You know, the next best thing to the Golden Delicious apple is the Fuji apple. One advantage the Fuji apple has over the Golden Delicious apple is that when people ask you what kind of apple do you use when you do the eat the apple routine, you don't have to use the word delicious. But the Fuji apples can be a bit more pricey, but if you're eating apples in your show, you're probably making enough money to support that habit. Oh, the Granny Smith apple is the workhorse of the apple family. You can drop it, kick it, set it on fire, spit on it, step on it, and it will look exactly the same. But it's just as resilient in the mouth. Legend has it that this apple got its name when a street performer realized that doing the eat the apple routine with the Granny Smith apple was just as difficult as when he tried to do this routine while eating his grandmother. So I'd recommend the Granny Smith apple to those with a strong jaw who need a very durable apple. I'd recommend the organic apple to sissy liberal conservatives that are more concerned about keeping an archaic routine pure and free of government-induced pesticides rather than spending their extra pocket change on soap, deodorant, and a pair of shoes. One of the most important business tools to possess is a good promo picture. Most of the time, entertainment bookers and audiences will see your promo picture before they even see you. So it's important that you have a very good promo picture that captures the essence of who you are and what you do. Another important business tool to possess is a good promo video. Now, most of the time, these entertainment bookers see thousands upon thousands of promo videos. Most of them are very bad because they're promo videos of acts that are very bad. They could be very well edited promo videos of a very bad act, so it's still a bad promo video. A good promo video for them would be a video of somebody else's show, but we're not talking about that right now. Now, a good promo video for yourself should be no longer than 5 minutes, and it should start with something good, and it should end with something really good. And in the middle should be stuff that's good. Now, by the time you're watching this video, the 2002 IJA Championships will have already passed. Now, you're probably wondering, hoping, and waiting for the video to come out so you can watch my routine, but wait no further. I put my routine on this video. Oh sure, not from Reading, Pennsylvania, but I performed it before and put it on this tape just for you. So, don't think that you have to buy anybody else's video just to watch my routine, because it's on this one right here, and it's mine and nobody else has the rights to it. Well, we've gone from a simple sidestep to highly evolved performance choreography, advanced juggling moves to advanced apple consumption. With my Juggling Master Trilogy, I've taken you around the world and shown you all the wonderful ways you can spread the joy of juggling around the world and become a master juggler, such as myself. Now the rest is up to you. You've got to search deep down in your soul and find that little place called Yes I Can. Unlock the key to that wonderland, usually between the kidneys and the spleen, and start an expansion project immediately. Take Professor Flatulence, for instance. Why, when I first met him, he didn't care about a hill of beans. And now, why, he's got so much yes I can in him that sometimes it's hard for him to contain it. Professor. So seek inside your untapped potential, develop it and exhibit it in a way that best expresses your true self. That's what I've done. That's what Professor Flatulence did. And that's what you can do too. You can do anything if you just put your mind to it and have wealthy relatives. Now there are a couple of things to consider when purchasing your apples for juggling consumption. How you doing? This trick is considered to be more dangerous and more difficult. Dangerous? This trick is considered... How you doing? This trick is considered to be more difficult than saying this f***ing monologue. It could also communicate the message that the person that the performer pointed at knows the performer and talked to them before the show and
No, thank you.
Fucking peanuts? You interrupted my shoot to ask me if I wanted to buy some peanuts? The Granny Smith apple is the workhorse of the apple family. You can drop it, kick it, you can have a lisp with it, you can be gay with it, you can, you know. What the f are you laughing at?
You made a mistake.
You want to sleep in the trash can tonight?
No.
These beauties right here are Washington State apples. I'd recommend the organic apple to sissy liberal conservatives that would rather spend their extra pocket change on no. I'd recommend the organic apple to sissy liberal conservatives that are more concerned about keeping our